Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Hartford City Council meeting. For those in person and for those viewing on the Hartford Public Access television station, I'm now calling to order the regular scheduled meeting for October 15, 2024. Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Here.
Councilman Clark.
Here.
Councilman Gale. Here. Councilman Hernandez.
Here.
Councilman Mictum. Councilwoman Rosado.
Present.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Here.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Here.
Councilman Thomas. You have a quorum, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. And we have a point of privilege this evening. Two wonderful ideas. Councilman, oh, geez. We got to pledge, well, we haven't done the Pledge of Allegiance. I was so happy to do BB. I was excited about BB visiting with us this evening. Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Now, can I do a point of privilege? Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Councilman Hernandez.
Thank you, Madam President. Recently, I want to say a couple weeks ago.
Shall we go down or?
We should. Well, I could do this here and then
Okay.
we'll ask them to come up. A couple of weeks ago, I went to the 10th anniversary celebration from the Commission of Refugee and Immigrant Affairs at the public library, and I was extremely impressed with the not only the turnout but also the work that they've done over the years, and I learned quite a bit about some of the work that they've done over the years and the work that's ahead of them moving forward. And I got to meet so many people from different countries that live in our cities, and it really impacted me. But they are celebrating 10 years. They were formed in 2014, and I figured that it was a great moment and a great opportunity to recognize the Commission for all the work that they've done over the years, especially because one of the co-chairs has been there since the beginning. So it's been not only 10 years, but 11, because she actually started working a little before to get it going. And that's impressive, to have somebody give their time for so many years on behalf of our residents, of our immigrant community, our refugees. And I felt that it was appropriate to recognize that effort. So I'm gonna ask, I think there's 4 of you here, and I'm gonna ask the following people to come up to the floor, and then I'm gonna read the citation. Dr. Janet Bauer, it's one of the co-chairs. She's been with 11 years with the Commission. Carrie Berman, the co-chair of the Commission. Naomi Goma, and one of the newer members, and Martha Kingsley. All 4 of you can come up to the front, and I will read a citation. Do I have a microphone? Is there a microphone? Okay. So, yeah. In addition to a citation from the Court of Common Council, the mayor of the city of Hartford is also giving you a proclamation as well. So you'll be getting both of them at this point, but I will read the citation that on behalf of the Court of Common Council. Whereas established in 2014, the Commission on Refugee and Immigrant Affairs is one of the Hartford's boards and commissions composed of volunteers appointed by the mayor for 2-year terms. They are tasked with working for and communicating the interests and concerns of Hartford's newcomers to the city officials. And whereas since its inception, the Commission has worked tirelessly to create a platform where the voices of refugees and immigrants are heard and understood. Through its mission to facilitate civic engagement and advocate for the interests of our city's new arrivals, the Commission has played a vital role in shaping a more inclusive Hartford, and whereby advising and informing city government about the needs and status of refugee and immigrant communities, advocating for their interests, and promoting the recognition of their contributions to the economic and cultural vitality of Hartford, the Commission has left an indelible mark on our city. And whereas the Commission has provided countless opportunities for dialogue on immigration-related issues and fostered meaningful communication and collaboration among the diverse groups that make up Hartford's vibrant refugee and immigrant populations, now therefore be it resolved, on this day, Tuesday, October 15, 2024, on behalf of Councilman Amilcar Hernandez, the Court of Common Council, and the esteemed residents of the city of Hartford, it is our great honor to recognize and congratulate the Commission on Refugees and Immigrant Affairs for 10 years of dedicated service to our community. Let's celebrate this milestone and thank the members for their unwavering commitment to making Hartford a welcoming home for all.
First of all, on behalf of all of the commissioners, I would like to say how appreciative we are of the support from Hartford City Council and the City of Hartford for the work we do toward immigrant and refugee inclusion. We, in fact, are honored to be able to work with and for the immigrants and refugees in the City of Hartford to help further the goal of resettlement, integration, improving their lives. I would say that we are mindful of the fact that unless we are indigenous people, we come from or descend from a generation or many generations of immigrants and refugees who have come to this country and in particular to the state of Connecticut and the city of Hartford. And we realize that each generation, no matter how they came here, whether they came willingly, they were forced, they face some challenge on the basis of gender, ethnicity, race, class, and we want to support all of our more recent immigrants in making their lives here successful. And we look forward very much to working with and strengthening our relationship with all of the city council members in doing this work and achieving our mutual goals of a city in which all residents are supported and are able to become productive members of society. We have two projects that we're particularly focusing on this year. One is our Immigrant Youth Advisory Board, because we know a lot of Hartford's youth from immigrant families are so inspired by their experience in their communities to want to do something for their communities, to work for the betterment of their communities. And we also want to work with the city on creating an office for immigrant and refugee affairs where our work could be done more effectively and efficiently. So we look forward to those opportunities to meet with and talk with all of you in the coming year. Thank you very much.
Go get closer. We're gonna take a get tighter. Congratulations, sweetie. All right. Mr. Town Clerk, we have a second point of privilege, Mr. Town Clerk, and we have our registrar of voters here.
EB, come on in. We want to take this opportunity to introduce our new and improved BB. We developed BB with Joe Young Production, to help to encourage people to first of all to vote, and that if you request an absentee ballot, that we have several absentee ballot boxes throughout the city, making it convenient for people when they get their ballot to drop them in the box and not rely on the postal system. In our BB is Mr. Victor Luna and his handler, Edison Silva. BB has been very active. He's been out in the community at the various events. When you see him at one event, that people request that he come to another, and it helps to put the spotlight on voting and boards and commission. As you're aware, the town clerk has been given extra duties to do outreach with the mayor's office on boards and commission, and we just had one of our boards up here today, and we're trying to expand the outreach for boards and commission. So BB will be at various functions. We had a request coming up recently, right, Kelly? Yeah, we have more coming up. So here's BB.
All right, BB. Yeah.
Okay, so as I stated earlier before, we have 3 ways of going out and vote, and BB is one of them: absentee ballot, early voting, and voting your polling location in person. So everyone, as BB's back says, exercise your right to vote, and that will be it.
Just to let you know, we have 4 locations for our ballot boxes throughout the city. Most towns have 1. We were able to get a couple extra and spread them out to the community to make it easier for people to drop off their ballots in the box when come. Yeah. Yeah, I believe so, yes. One of the ballot boxes in front of City Hall. One's at 830 Maple Avenue by the Senior Center. One's at New Park and Park by the library and the school. And one's at Albany and Blue Hills by the library at the corner. And during the election process, we empty the boxes every day.
So for people who may not want to go to the post office and drop their absentee ballot in the mail, what happens? Do they go to BB?
Yes.
For location?
They go to BB and we pick up the ballots from the boxes every day. It's secure. The state issued the ballot boxes, so they're uniform. It's throughout the state, so it's the same box. And it's an easy way to do it, and it's timely. Thank you. Yes.
Watching everyone like that Bridgeport.
Just want to thank everyone for participating in our point of privilege, and it was great, Mr. Town Clerk, to meet the new BB. Madam Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to approve the minutes of September 23rd, 2024.
Second.
Motion has been made and been properly second. Any discussion? Seeing or hearing no discussion, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Yes. Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Mictum. Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas. Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you, Council President. Make a motion to put the following items on consent. 3.2, Mayor Arul Amplam with accompanying resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to accept grant funds in the amount of $1,875 from the MDC to support the 14th Annual OMW Legacy Community Health and Wellness Fair. 3.5, Mayor Arul Amplam with accompanying resolution authorizing the city to accept $500,000 in funding for the hiring of 2 zoning enforcement officers for 2 years. Okay.
Yes, I think you're going to have to, we're going to, you basically, to suspend the rules, yes.
I make a motion to suspend the rules
For supplemental.
for supplemental agenda.
6.1, 6.2.
For the 6.1.
6.1 and 6.2.
There we go.
Second.
A motion been made and properly second to suspend the rules for 2 items that's on the supplemental agenda, item 6.1, 6.2. Yes, Councilman Gale, any discussion?
Yeah, just to note what they are
Okay.
for the public.
Do you want me to tell now or when I read the items?
She's going to read the item.
Oh, yeah, read the items, that's fine.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to just make
Okay.
sure the public knew what
Yep.
they were.
Yep.
All right. The discussion, we have had discussion in the supplemental for suspending the rules. Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll for
Suspension of rules.
Thank you very much.
Councilwoman Belladue.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Mictum. Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas. Motion passed.
Okay. Now, Madam Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Now I will put the following items on consent. 3.2, Mayor Arul Amplam with accompanying resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to accept grant funds in the amount of $1,875 from the MDC to support the 14th Annual OMW Legacy Community Health and Wellness Fair. 3.5, Mayor Arul Amplam with accompanying resolution authorizing the city to accept $500,000 in funding for the hiring of 2 zoning enforcement officers for 2 years to be administered through the Connecticut Office of Policy and Management. 3.6, Mayor Arul Amplam with accompanying resolution authorizing the city to accept a grant of $18,610 in funding for the City of Hartford Department of Health and Human Services for the Homeless Outreach Program for the Elderly from the North Central Area Agency on Aging. 4.3, Health and Human Services Committee, Mayor Arul Amplam with accompanying resolution to accept a $275 flat fee stipend from Connecticut Children's Medical Center. 4.4, Health and Human Services Committee, Mayor Arul Amplam with accompanying resolution authorizing the City of Hartford's Department of Health and Human Services to receive funding and execute contracts and contract amendments with the State of Connecticut Department of Public Health. 4.5, Health and Human Services Committee, Mayor Arul Amplam with accompanying resolution appointing Fred Graves to Hartford's Commission on Disability Issues. 4.6, Public Works, Parks, Recreation, and Environment Committee with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Naomi Nagoma to the Parks and Recreation Advisory Commission. 4.7, Planning, Economic Development, and Housing with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Amir Johnson to the Hartford Parking Authority Board. 4.8, Planning and Economic Development and Housing Committee with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Jack Sullivan to the Hartford Parking Authority Board. 5.2, Majority Leader Rossetti, Councilwoman Rosado, Councilwoman Bilodeau, Councilman Hernandez, Council President Surgeon, Assistant Majority Leader Clark, resolution that the Hartford Court of Common Council hereby approves superimposing the name of Rosa Luz Morales at the intersection of Grafton and Broadview. 5.3, Majority Leader Clark, Councilwoman Surgeon, Assistant Majority Leader Rossetti, Council President Rosado, amended resolution in support of superimposing Annette Carter Way on Branford Street, and supplemental 6.2, Mayor Aru Lamplam with accompanying resolution authorizing Hartford Public Schools to utilize the non-lapsing fund in the committed fund balance for the purpose of closing their projected FW 2024 deficit.
Second.
A motion has been made and properly second for items 3.2, items 3.5, items 3.6, items 4.3, items 4.4, items 4.5, items 4.6, items 4.7, items 4.8, items 5.2, items 5.3, and then supplemental item 6.2 has been properly made and second. Is there any discussion? Councilman Gale.
Yeah, thank you, Madam President. Just to point out that the item that was added on the supplemental agenda is an authorization for the Board of Education to draw up to $5.6 million as necessary to be able to close their fiscal year 24 budget. So I just wanted folks to know that that's the amount of money that the City Council is authorizing for the Board of Education. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Gale. Thank you for pointing that out.
Madam President?
Oh, sorry,
Yes.
Councilman.
Mr. Town
Melgar.
Clerk, can you add my name to 5.3?
I'm sorry?
Add my name to 5.3. Thank you.
Add your name to 5.3. Okay, any other discussion? Seeing or hearing no discussion? Again, thank you for pointing that out, Councilman Gale. Mr. Majority Leader. I'm sorry, Mr. Town Clerk.
Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Micdom, Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon,
Yes.
Councilman Thomas. Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. Make a motion to refer the following items. To the Labor, Education, Workforce, and Youth Committee, 3.1, Mayor Aru Lamplam with accompanying resolution authorizing the city to accept 3 grants in the amounts of $129,393, $36,600, and $17,208 from the State of Connecticut Department of Children and Families in the support of the Department of Families, Children, and Youth. To Public Works, Park, Recreation, and Environment, 3.3, Mayor Aru Lamplam with accompanying resolution authorizing the city to accept $800,000 in funding for the Farmington Avenue streetscape to be administered through DCD. Quality of life and public safety, 3.4, Mayor Aru Lamplam with accompanying resolution adopting the Capital Region Natural Hazard Mitigation Plans, specifically addressing hazard mitigation and climate adaptation strategies and plan maintenance procedures for the city of Hartford. To Planning, Economic Development, and Housing Committee, 3.7, Mayor Aru Lamplam with accompanying resolution to reflect that the city is authorized to enter into a development agreement and ground lease with 7 Summits Realty. To the Operations Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee, supplemental agenda item 6.1, Mayor Aru Lamplam with accompanying resolution authorizing multiple transfers in the FW 2024 General Fund budget.
Second.
The motion has been made and properly second to refer the following items. Items 3.1 to the Labor, Education, Workforce, and Youth Committee. Item 3.3 to the Public Works, Parks, and Recreation Environmental Committee. Items 3.4 to the Quality of Life and Public Safety Committee. Items 3.7 to the Planning, Economic Development, and Housing Committee. Item 6.1 to the Operational Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee. Are there any discussion? Hearing and seeing no discussion, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Micdom. Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas. Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to receive the following items. 3.8, Planning, Economic Development, and Housing Committee, communication concerning the Hartford Land Bank Authority. 3.9, Planning, Economic Development, and Housing Committee, communication concerning the Small Business Process Resolution. 4.1, Public Building Dedication Committee, resolution in support of superimposing the name Rosa Luz Morales at the intersection of Grafton and Broadview Streets. 4.2, Public Building Dedication Committee, resolution in support of superimposing the name Annette Carter on Branford Street.
Second.
The following item has been made and properly second. Second, items 3.8 to be referred to, items are received. Items 3.8, item 3.9, item 4.1, and item 4.2 have been made and properly second to be received. In the discussion. Seeing or hearing no discussion, Mr. Town Clerk.
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Micdom. Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas. Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to postpone till October 28th, 2024. 5.1, Mayor Aru Lamplam with accompanying ordinance establishing the Hartford Land Bank Authority.
Second.
Item has been made and properly second to postpone item 5.1. Is there any discussion? Seeing or hearing no discussion, Mr. Town Clerk.
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Micdom. Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas. Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
I make a motion to withdraw the following item. 5.4, Assistant Majority Leader Clark, Councilwoman Bilodeau, Councilman Hernandez, Councilman Gale, and Councilman Michdom, Small Business Process Resolution.
Just a question, should the maker be the one to withdraw?
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I would like to offer up a withdrawal for item 5.4, as discussed in the recent PEDH committee. However, I did have a meeting with Director Alker today, and I will be reintroducing a resolution that is pointed to certain things that the council can work with DDS on to address small businesses in the city of Hartford. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't believe we have to do a roll call for a withdrawal item. Great. Thank you for confirming that, Mr. Town Clerk. Seeing that there are no other items to be discussed tonight, is there any discussion? I'm sorry. We're good? Oh, okay. Seeing there are no other items that we have on the agenda for discussion tonight, I conclude the meeting. Meeting is adjourned. That's freaking...